Guess who's back?
Hey everybody,
Back
this is Magic the
again.
Amateuring. I can't.
MTA's back.
I can't.
Back again. Neither of us can today. Yeah.
We can't. This podcast is going to be a train wreck because
You
it's
just can't.
Tuesday afternoon.
Tuesday afternoon's day.
My name is Meghan.
My
I'm
name's
a ghost
Maria.
who runs on espresso.
I'm made of caffeine.
Well, that's us. This is a podcast. The name of it is called Caffeine.
Caffeine.
Really, it's
sweet,
called Magic the
glorious
Amateuring. It's
caffeine.
about Magic the Gathering and also caffeine.
Especially today. Megan's tired from committing herself to too many creative endeavors.
That's very true.
I am massively jet lagged and just mere moments ago woke up from what we call a cat nap.
Here is a tip. If you are working on a creative project and you want someone to do some work on it, just ask me and I won't be able to tell you no.
You should not
Because-
broadcast that to the world.
I know it's a really bad idea. But here we are.
Just saying. But here we are. We are indeed living in this reality which we have constructed for ourselves.
No.
Or has been foisted upon us.
Hey, we're going to talk about Magic today. We'll
Yeah,
talk
we are.
about Standard. We're going to give you a quiz about which of Amonkhet's 5 gods are you.
Cosmo Quiz.
That's right. And then we're going to
You know,
wrap up the episode.
talk about...
It's going to be a 10-minute episode.
We've got fun stories from Japan and the Pro Tour. So we're going to kind of go back over what happened, what was sweet, what's the future look like. Not literally. I mean, I talked about it last week. We all know what's coming. Robot gods, rat overlords, blah, blah, blah.
We're going to crack this Japanese pack.
Yeah.
It feels different.
Yeah, it's very
their
loose.
booster wrappers are different.
Yeah.
They're very loose in there.
You can shake it like a maraca. Japanese booster packs. Also, instruments in a bad band.
And then we're gonna crack it. We're gonna look at the art, and we're gonna try and remember what card it is.
Yeah. Yes.
Based on the art. And do you know what?
Fun test.
They'll go in the drawing. What drawing, you ask?
Oh, yeah.
A picture.
A picture.
What kind of picture? A picture that's you holding cards that we give you.
That you won!
That's right, because at the end of every month we have a drawing of both people who have newly subscribed to our Patreon, patreon.com/mtacast, or we also have one for people, just anybody at all who's on Patreon for us.
Oh, could be old timers, could be new timers, could be middle timers, could be part timers.
Yeah, my sentences are at most making medium sense. I've been listening to myself as I'm talking.
Ooh, cool.
And I think that my success rate is 50%.
I've listened to us talk a lot in headphones.
Yes.
So,
Well,
it's just another day for me.
just another day.
Our point is,
Yes.
follow us on Patreon. Not more than follow, freaking subscribe. That's the word I'm looking for.
Subscribe? Is that the word? No, that's our YouTube.
That's our YouTube word.
But you know what? Subscribe on YouTube.com
There we go.
/MTAcast. You can see new episodes of My Roommate as a Planeswalker. There's a new one up this week.
Yes.
With none other
Nicol Bolas himself.
than Nicol Bolas. Nicol freaking Bolas.
You've never seen his face in real life. If you're a listener to the show and you're a fan of the voice
right.
of Nicol,
You can
see the face of
You
Nicol.
can meet the face of Nicol Bolas. On this week's episode of My Roommate is a Planeswalker. Well, I also have vlogs, PSAs,
Yeah.
deck techs, and more.
So much. It's a cool place to be, and only the cool kids go.
That's right. Where do they go?
YouTube.com/MTAcast. Ooh, that was pretty good. And of course, patreon.com/MTAcast. The word there is support.
Yes.
Support us like a nice insole in a shoe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or like a giant boot. Why would I talk about that?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Let's get a look at this right
look at
here.
this sucker.
I'm going to
Yep.
knock on it for the people on the radio.
Oh my goodness.
Did that hurt?
No.
Did I break your foot again?
No, I people have like stubbed their toes on my boot. And they're always like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And I'm like, "I'm more worried for you.
For
I
your
can't
toe.
feel anything.
This
in
thing is locked down.
Yep, it's just, it's encased in several layers.
Megan,
of
what
stuff.
did you do to yourself?
I have a chip fracture, which means
Whoa,
that a chip
sounds
of bone
delicious.
came off my foot. Don't eat it. Support us on Patreon.
Because Megan got hurt.
You make the show possible.
Yeah.
And that is important to us because the show is important to us and you as listeners are important to us. So we want to make a show for you and you can help make the show that we want to make for you possible.
Thank you to everybody who joined and became a happy family member of the Less Than 1% Club, the Best Than 1% Club. We welcome you with open arms and open snack packs. So
That's right.
Thank you.
Actually, the snack packs are closed when we hand them to you. You can open them.
We are not going to give you an open snack pack.
That's
That
weird.
is a
and
recipe
that's
for disaster.
Gross.
Really bad.
If someone gives you an open snack pack, don't eat it.
What kind of snack were you thinking when I said snack pack?
At first I was thinking like the cheese and dip, the sticks, you know.
Oh my God. Those
Like
are so good.
Yeah. But then I thought about pudding.
A pudding snack pack.
Then I thought about
that's
pudding.
actually probably
Yes, that's a real snack pack.
what it's called.
But also never eat an open pudding.
I was thinking of Lunchables.
Oh yeah.
But that's
Lunchables are good.
more of a lunch than a snack.
We'll talk about magic someday.
Anyway, that's all the business we need to tell you about. So,
So let's wait. No,
What?
it's not. Because we also have sponsors that are cardkingdom.com/MTAcast. They also make the show possible. And they have amazing service. I just ordered cards for them today so that I can play in GP Minneapolis this weekend. And I have so much faith that they're going to get here on time because Card Kingdom is baller.
They are top notch.
That's right.
And if you want to buy cards from the best place to buy cards, they treat their employees like gods and goddesses. They treat you like a god pharaoh, and they treat
your mom like a nice lady,
like a classy lady.
They're the people that come over to your house and they always called your mom Mrs. Last Name.
Yeah. Excuse me, Mrs. Last Name. This has been really nice of you to make a chicken dinner. Thank you.
Of course, no problem.
Thank you to cardkingdom.com/MTAcast. Please use our affiliate link if you're going over there. That way that's the only way they know that you're supporting us. You can also ask for a free sticker to be included in your order. They have them now. So go over there. It's a great time to buy. We are moving into our standard season after the Pro Tour. You got to make some new decks. Somebody's got to beat this red nonsense.
Red nonsense can suck.
It's also what I call communism. Somebody's got to beat this red nonsense.
Do you remember that campaign poster of the 60s? Someone has to beat the red nonsense.
It wasn't very motivating, but it was just like we're not going to do it, but could you?
Someone needs to. Or it was like one of those like call to arms of like, if you don't do it, then who's gonna? Someone has to, so it might as well be you. Great.
Someone please Photoshop this and send it to us at MTAcast on the Twit. Pro Tour Hour of Devastation.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. Devastation rained down. Boom, 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 blep. We had a Pro Tour, and it happened in lovely Kyoto, Japan. And the players came together, 464 of them, competing in the biggest stage in the world for the title of Master of the Day, which I think is officially what you
the plaque
call
says.
a Pro Tour
That's what it says at the bottom of the trophy, Master of the Day.
I mean, they were.
And then it puts in the day, like the day that it's awarded.
You were the best.
Master of the Day.
That's kind of cool, because like, what day were you the best in the world at something?
That's right.
This day.
That day.
You know what? Every day you're the best in the world at being you. Hashtag Mr. Rogers never forget.
Hey, everybody. Do you want to know what won?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Guess what? It had a lot of red cards in it.
In fact, it had all red cards.
It had all red cards
Except for some deserts.
It is a new deck that is at the top of the deck pile right now.
Ramunap Red.
50% coherence for me.
I think you're more
Thank
than 70.
you.
It's really good.
Thank you.
It's really good.
Ramunap Red, so named after Ramunap Ruins, the desert. That says 2 red, tap it, sacrifice a desert, and it deals 2 damage to each opponent. Obviously, this is really good for if you're a red deck and you're just, you're there, you're like throwing all these tiny little creatures, hasty creatures, burn spells at your opponent's face. And then you're like, oh my goodness, I'm so close, but I'm not quite there. Do you know what? You just start chucking your lands.
Yeah, this deck is incredibly strong, and a lot of the teams coming into the Pro Tour saw it and were ready for it. In fact, they were so seeing it and ready for it that it was something like a very large percentage of the field that I can't remember right now. But it also had an insane conversion rate to day 2 of the Pro Tour, something like 67% or something like that.
That's absurd.
Which is absurd based on how many people are playing
tons
it.
of people are playing it.
So it's like super strong. And how does this deck happen? Well, because, you know, red cards are good. You can make a red deck in a standard. But as Meghan said, ramming up rooms is what puts it over the top, because sometimes red decks run out of gas. They don't, you know, they're top decking. They're trying to draw a creature or some relevant spell, and they just can't. Well, guess what? In this deck, you don't even have to worry about it, because you just throw your lands at their face. And Earthshaker Kenra comes down and, like, draws you. It comes back.
It comes back.
It just comes back.
It just comes back, and it's hasty when it comes back, and it's hasty when it's there the first time.
Yeah.
It's just there.
It's
always
just
there. And Hazoret.
Hazoret?
Hazoret.
Welcome.
A stinking beating of a card.
No, like, this is the thing. So the reason Hazoret was so good in this deck is because there are just, like, not a lot of things that can deal with her.
And a lot of the time, she is 4 mana, and she's hasty. That's a hasty 5/4, but obviously can't attack unless you're one or fewer cards. But, like, if you're playing red, you're hopefully, like, already down to that few cards. So you just have a hasty, indestructible 5/4 on turn 4. And it's
that allows you to do damage when you just draw anything.
Yeah. Do you know what? That's totally reasonable, right? Wrong. It's not reasonable.
Is not reasonable.
Hazoret is an unreasonable card.
And you know what? What was I going to say? A lot of the games came down to, when we were getting closer to the end of the tournament, which player played their Hazoret first.
Yes.
Basically.
Oof.
It was kind of brutal to see that be the decider.
Ouch.
But there you go. That's what happened.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Couch. That's how I just said couch.
Ramunap Red was so good that it took down the whole tournament, everybody.
That's right.
And it was what? Top 8, 5, 6, 7, 8.
5.
5 of the top 8 decks. And one basically was Ramunap Red.
Yeah.
Quote unquote. So,
what? Yeah.
Great job to people for kind of breaking the format in a way. And we're going to talk a little bit later in the show about how you deal with a deck like Ramunap Red coming up on Standard, because GP Minneapolis is coming up this weekend.
That's right.
Our hometown GP, y'all.
And then it's our PTQ weekend, and then it's GP Denver.
Yeah.
What? You can play so many matches of Magic. In my case, you can play matches of Magic, perform a show, and then go back to playing matches of Magic.
Yeah. So that's what Meghan's going to do.
That's what I'm going to do.
And if you're interested in how the meta evolves after the Pro Tour, we'll talk about that in an upcoming segment. But Ramunap Red took down the whole Pro Tour in the hands of the Magic player who just is too good, I'm going to say. I'm going to put it out there. Paulo Vitor Damarosa.
Paulo Vitor Damarosa, the Hazoret of the Magic scene.
Just too good. No one can take him down.
Unreasonably good.
You need a grasp of darkness. Not everyone's running.
Not reasonable.
Paulo, this was his 12th Pro Tour top 8, which is actually insane.
Yeah.
Do you know how hard it is to even make the Pro Tour, and then 12 top 8s is just like
12.
Unbelievable. And he's not even 30 years old. Like, this guy, I can't believe it.
Oh boy.
And he's so nice. And I was like, when he came in that morning for the top 8, I was like, Paul, are you gonna win? And he's like, I hope so. And his little Paulo was, it was so cute. So that was that. The other decks in the top 8, which we alluded to, which was Black Red Aggro, which is essentially just Ramunap Runes, except it's playing an Ramunap Red. It's playing an Amit Eternal that's just hanging out, being a 5/5 for 3, I guess.
Hey, I'm a 5/5 for 3.
And we had Black Green Constrictor, Blast from the Past, and Mono Black Zombies, another Blast from the Past. The only change was the addition of If Near Deadlands. That was the deck that won the last Pro Tour. Turns out still good.
Nice.
Zombies very good against Mono Red. Black Green pretty favored against Mono Red as well. But they each got taken down in different ways. One way was they had to play each other.
No!
So there you go. But
what a world.
Yeah, those were like kind of the decks. We were all hoping that God Pharaoh's Gift was going to be cool and viable, but it just can't do it in a land full of a braid.
Knows? Maybe there's the right build is just out there waiting to be landed upon.
What about a braid?
I don't know why I put that in front of landed.
Landed upon.
Yeah, but some of the ones are playing refurbished now, so it gets destroyed, and you just put it right back into play.
Refurbished, glad to see it getting its moment in the sun.
Yeah.
But I wish that deck would be good because it's so cool. It is so cool. Like to see the tokens made by this deck, which you can only see on Magic Online because they don't exist in the real world.
Do you know what? Someone, a friend of ours, friend of the show, Chuck made them.
Oh, yes, that's great. He made them, which I love. Great. So the idea is, we talked about last show, you're playing God Pharaoh's Gift, you're making stuff come back from your graveyard. There's 4/4 better, improved, new and improved versions of themselves. Smash, 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 Angel of Invention, Lifelink, Fabricate 2, Flying, whatever.
Great.
So, that deck didn't get its day in the sun as much as I had hoped.
Yeah.
But it's still pretty cool. So hopefully, it's able to adapt and change in a way that makes it be a little bit better. If you got a chance to watch a Pro Tour, good job. You made it happen. You had a good time, probably.
Yeah.
It was really cool to see. These are the two, I'm going to call it 2 moments from the top 8. One was Paulo coming back from a 2-game deficit. It's best of 5. And he clawed his way back from losing 2 very quickly and won that round in the quarterfinals, which is really cool to see. And you can watch all of this stuff, of course, on Twitch. You can check out the videos on demand. And there was a major punt by Yamwing Chun in one of the rounds, semis, and it was kind of really, really brutal and sad. But afterwards, our very own Rich Hagen, treasure of the Magic universe, made a nice little speech about, playing at the top levels and how extraordinarily difficult it is and all these kinds of things.
Can you imagine? I wouldn't be able to because I'd be barfing.
You know what? That round happened and everyone saw it and we're just like, oh my God. Because we know exactly how it feels, right? So he was going to win the game. Yeah. He had drawn the perfect card. But he was excited, I believe, and moved into his combat step and realized he could not attack because he had too many cards in hand because of Hazoret. No. So and then after that, Marshall was going to the bathroom and he just looks at me and says, I think I'm going to puke.
Oh, so stressful.
It's so sad.
It's so stressful.
But the guy was a great sport. He tweeted out afterwards, you know what, that happens, and thank you to everybody who supported me. So that was really cool to see that he, wasn't beating himself up for it too much. But like a lesson to be learned, this happens to everybody. Don't be too hard on yourself if you mess up in a game of Magic because it happens even at the highest level of play. Mm-hmm. It's a hard game. It is a hard game. And I can definitely identify with getting too excited and doing something misplayed because I'm just like too hyped to do whatever I want to do. That was kind of a moment. We'll put it that way. It was a moment.
It was a moment.
We also saw a draft happening at the Pro Tour. Yeah. Drifty draft. Yeah. And the consensus is the same as we talked about at the GP last weekend. You can do whatever you want. Have a good time.
Do you know what? What's happening in our Devastation draft? Party on.
Party on. I saw Mike Sigris draft a 2 Samut deck. So Planeswalker Samut and just really good card Samut. Wow. That was epic.
Yeah, and really cool. Then she doesn't even legend roll herself.
No, they're both just there.
Yep.
Flavor fail. You know what was a flavor win at this Pro Tour? Hazoret. Because Hazoret's not...
She's the only one living?
Yeah. If you're following the Magic story, you'll know all the gods have bid it except for Hazoret.
Yeah. She's not long for this world.
Not long for this world. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But I wanted to give you all a taste of Japan through me and Megan's mouths. And so I've...
No.
I have brought some strawberry Kit Kat on the show for us to try.
Are we gonna eat it right now?
Yeah, we're gonna try it.
I'm very excited.
Because Japan, if not known for its beautiful scenery, lovely people, and advanced toilets, is known for its strange snacks. And strawberry Kit Kat is one of them.
I'm all about it.
My favorite snack that I found there was these chicken flavored. I want to say they're chips. But they certainly weren't.
Look at the tiny little package.
It's so cute, isn't it?
It's so cute.
Yeah, and they put everything in tiny little packages and wrap them up very adorable, like everything that you buy. But They were like chicken flavored. I want to say like it was if a dream melted into a unicorn and it was an edible unicorn. That's what it was. It tastes like chickens, and it was so good, and I bought it every day in a 7-Eleven. 7-Elevens are everywhere over there. And they're fantastic. They're so much better than our 7-Eleven.
That's so weird.
It is bizarre.
That's weird.
The first time I was like, what is this doing here?
It's just weird to me that 7-Eleven went on to have a happy life somewhere else.
Yeah. In Japan, it is doing great. It is on every 4 minutes, there's a 7-Eleven. And every 30 seconds, there's a vending machine of various drinks. Their ice cream sandwiches have waffle cones on the outside. So get your game together, America, because that is just, first of all, superior to our ice cream sandwiches. And just think about it. I had some crazy food. I ate some squid. I ate a pancake thing that I can't think of the name for, and y'all know it, that are Japan fans. It was great. It was like egg pancake plus pork plus green onions. It was a delight. Onomiyaki or something like that.
I was about to say.
Yeah, that was my favorite thing I ate. And visited some shrines, cat cafe, owl cafe. Some of our coverage friends went to a headshot cafe.
Yeah.
So that all happened. It's a great country. Anyway, strawberry Kit Kat. Let's get this in our mouths. What do you say?
Yeah.
This is like the delicious dish right now. It even smells like a strawberry. The strawberries smell like strawberries. All right.
I'm also just making sure that Hazard's actually still alive.
Oh, really? Oh, new story.
Well, I accidentally skipped one a couple weeks ago.
Okay. What are your thoughts? You gotta give me a running thoughts of this Kit Kat. Megan's got a very I can never say this word when I want to.
It's good.
Contemplative. There we go. Look on her face. Strawberry Kit Kat. Great. Why don't we have these in America? They're really good. And it's not like some weird shrimp snack or like baked eel, which I did have eel. Fine. It just tastes like a fish because it is a fish. Get your game together. These strawberry Kit Kats. We're advancing the meta. Us single-handedly.
We're like a hand, and the meta is like a chessboard, and we push pieces around the chessboard.
Yes.
We are giant hands on a giant chessboard of life.
We're like as big as Kefnet's hands in some of those arts, like Kefnet's last word.
Yeah. Do you know what? Kefnet does have very big hands in the art.
You know what they say about a god with big hands?
He can
take your permanence.
Yeah, that's true.
So
lay claim.
They can lay claim. So what's happening is that Mono Red was very dominant at the Pro Tour, and like we said, decks that are well positioned to beat it are things that are like zombies or green-black, but we all know that. So what does that mean moving forward as we play Standard? Do we have to change those decks? No. How does the red deck adapt? How do decks evolve to beat this menace? Thank you for the sound effects.
Yeah, no problem.
So that's a big question. Nobody knows the answer to that. We're going to try and figure it out at Minneapolis this weekend.
That's right.
You can watch coverage, twitch.tv/magic, Saturday and Sunday. I'm actually going to be in the booth with Melissa DeTora on Sunday, which is really awesome. First time two ladies in the booth together. So hashtag make magic history. So that'll be really fun. Make sure you tune in. And if you're in Minneapolis, come play. Yeah. Come say hi to us. Yeah. Megan's going to be playing the turn.
Yep.
And tell me what you have been doing to prepare your body and soul for this tournament.
Okay. So I tried some blue-red, and I was liking it, and I was like, sick. Cool.
We know you like this deck.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm feeling good. And then this mono red deck came around, and I was like, fudge!
Yeah, it's pretty brutal. Blue red, pretty
popsicle
brutal.
Sticks, like, man, this is not good. And so I tried some other stuff. I tried to go elsewhere, but at the end of the day, I have to play this blue red deck. I like it too much, and so what I've done is it's so interesting because we've talked about this before about how sometimes I have a hard time making decisions based on empirical evidence that I've witnessed myself. Just because I'm like, I don't have the authority to like understand this or to make this change.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I was like, God, there's no way that it's right to take out Sweltering Suns when there's like this aggro deck. But do you know what? The truth is that it is, because do you know what?
What?
If you try and wrath somebody on 3, 1, what?
I just spilled my energy drink down my body.
And now you're wiping your face with socks.
Socks.
All right.
They were there. I think they're clean.
So, yeah, anyways, if like... then they just hazard at you the next turn.
Yeah.
You can't be casting it on 3. So I've swapped it out for, originally I had like 3 magma sprays and 2 abrades in the main.
Yeah.
And 4 harness lightnings. And I've swapped it for 3 abrades and a magma spray. Like I've added in 2 more very cheap kill spells. Because what you have to do is you have to constantly
kill their
things. You can't just be like, okay. And then, like, now I'll sweep them all away. You have to be like, kill your thing. You try to hazard it, I counter it.
Yeah.
And then, like,
that's
you
your only
need to
hope.
start eking out a win somehow.
The other problem for you is probably like cards like Bomat Courier, which just allow them to refill their hand.
That's true. I've also learned you just always kill the Bomat Courier.
All right.
Just kill it.
1/1.
It's just a little 1/1, but kill that sucker. You're not going to be drawing 4 cards. That's my job.
I'm playing blue here, not you.
Exactly. So I don't think so, buddy. That Bomat Courier is going to die hard. With John McClane. Hey, also,
Yeah.
this is my brain. So also kind of what I'm hoping is a lot of people have started to turn to black-based decks.
Yes.
Because they do well against these mono red decks like black green energy. Black green, there's still kind of like a delirium kind going around.
Yep.
Black green counters or mono black zombies.
Yep.
And people are like, do you know what? This is great. You get cards like Gifted Aetherborn, which have this lifelink. It's like a 2/3.
The 2/3 vigilance,
2
lifelink. Oh, wait, death touch.
with lifelink and death touch.
Yeah.
And it's like that's quite good.
Gaining life
obviously.
against red deck. Pretty good.
Pretty good. And blue-red control just wrecks those strategies.
Yeah.
You're just like, yeah, I'll do this all day. You can have, your creatures and no card advantage, and I will take all the card advantage.
None card advantage.
None card advantage.
So we're seeing like black-red
Like nuns.
decks running around on Magic
Yeah.
Online, trying to assert their dominance. Fatal
Yep.
Push, Grasp of Darkness, Omid Eternal.
Oh, and
Other
it's
cards,
so great, 'cause
Liliana.
then they have all of these. They have like all these fatal pushes and all these grasp of darknesses, and you're like, okay, you're blanking so many cards in their hand.
Yeah, you
which
don't
is
care about
great.
that at all.
Great.
I was testing a Sunmare deck because
Yes.
I'm playing Denver in 2 weeks, and I want to be playing a white deck because that's just what I learned to love in Standard last year, and I can't let go of. I just can never let go. And the thing is, it's really bad. I'm trying so hard to make it good.
The thing is,
But
don't.
the thing is, the deck is bad. And I was actually watching Craig Wesco play at the Pro Tour because as you may know, I was pinning all of my hopes and dreams on him breaking it for us white players. And he brought a white-black deck that I think did okay,
Yeah.
but not spectacularly well.
Yeah.
And the thing is that it's just so bad against all of the removal that is out there right now.
There's
Shock
so
is
much
so bad.
removal.
We've got Shocks, we've got Fatal Push, we've got Grasp, we've got freaking Harness Lightning, we've
Yep.
got Sweepers. Oh
Yep.
my gosh. Anyway, life is hard out there for a white deck
Yes.
right now. And so I don't know what I'm going to play, everybody. I really don't. And if you're like, Maria, you like to play aggressive deck, just play the red deck. It's like,
No.
that's not my style though.
No.
I'm just not going to do that. I don't do it in Cube, and I'm not going to do it in real life. And like,
Yeah.
it's honestly not my typical kind of aggressive deck because you're also not only thinking about attacking, you've got all this burn, and you
Yeah.
have to make these decisions about burning their face, burning which creature, when are you going to do it, all of these things that's not where my head is at right now. Okay,
Yeah.
that's not what I want to do. So
That's totally fair. There's
don't
different
tell me
kinds of
that.
aggro decks, and if you think that they're all the same, you're conflating two things that are wildly different,
Agree.
and that's not chill.
So
Also, Maria, you have 2 whole weeks.
I do.
Things change. Have you tried the mono white monument deck again?
Well, I mean, that suffered the same issue that I think the God Pharaoh's Gift deck did in the Dies to a Braid. The monument does.
There's a lot of braids out there.
And it's pretty bad. Cataclysmic Gear Hulk was also running around.
Cataclysmic Gear Hulk?
Yeah. To blow up those strategies.
Yeah.
Which is very bad for that deck. But there, who knows? Not a lot of people are going to be playing that gift deck, I don't think, unless somebody figures it out. So shouldn't be too afraid of that. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's still on the table, but
you could.
We'll see. We'll see.
Friend of the show, Greg, took down an SCG IQ this weekend with a blue-white monument.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So, that's still out there.
That happened.
That was
a reality.
That's real. That's real.
If you have broken the format and you don't want to tell anybody else, but you want to tell us, because we're not going to tell people, we're just going to
tweet it at MTAcast.
Broadcast it on a podcast. But we're not. This is not us telling people.
Yeah.
This is us doing a show.
This is just us talking to each other.
This is us and you.
That's right.
Okay. Send us
the aliens
a tweet.
listening.
Oh, fingers crossed. I mean, they are really, because all signals eventually escape the stratosphere.
Okay, wait.
Right?
This isn't a signal, though. This isn't like radio.
Oh, yeah. I was sitting here imagining us going out over a radio tower. Oh, my God.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. That's not how we work. If someone wants to broadcast this on a radio station, that would be cool.
Sure.
Do you have a community radio station that needs an hour filled at a very strange late night time slot?
Yeah.
Put us in.
Why not? Probably the swears.
Oh yeah. Well, we can send you a bleep version.
Yeah, we can.
All right, everybody, it's time for a Cosmo Quiz.
That's right.
Which god are you? Okay.
Yeah, this is obviously, this is the original 5 of Amonkhet. We're not going to make anybody feel like they're a locust god.
No.
Because don't we all already feel like that?
We're not going to make you feel more like one. Making your little bug friends.
Yeah.
Hasty
But
bug
we want to
friends.
know, which of the 5 inspirational gods of Amonkhet are you?
So get a pen and paper,
Yeah.
get out your iPad and stylus, get out your clay tablet and stick, and mark down your answers for which ones you pick for each of these quiz items.
Yeah.
Megan will be playing along and making her own judgments on which god is she.
So will you.
I am also playing along. Plot twist.
We're all playing. Plot
playing.
twist. Everybody's playing along. All right, Maria, do you want to start us out with the first question?
Sure.
All right.
Question number 1. Okay. All right.
Okay.
we're all having fun.
Great.
Question number 1. What quality do you most admire in somebody? Number 1, loyalty. Number 2, strength. 3, ambition. 4, smarts. And 5, passion.
Think about it.
Think about it.
Like, what is most
What
important
is
to you
most
with
important
someone
to
else?
you? Okay.
All right, question 2. What are you most afraid of? 1, losing all your friends.
Okay.
2, getting owned in a big fight. 3, selling your soul to the devil. 4, your own hubris betraying you. 5, everyone else is dead.
Yeah, great question. Keep track of your
really good
answers.
question.
Keep track of your answers.
Really
Okay.
good question.
Okay. Number 3.
Yes.
Favorite daily activity.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. Okay. Number 1.
Yeah.
Washing myself with my tongue. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Could be. Number
Classic.
2, getting tasting the air. Number
Ooh,
2,
yeah.
tasting the air.
Yum.
Number 3, eating Australians. Could be a fun time.
Delightful.
Number 4, drawing cards.
Nice. Oh, my favorite for sure.
And number 5, killing noobs. Okay.
Sweet.
So
Sweet.
one
Very
of those
cool.
things,
Yeah.
pick your answer.
4, how do you think you'll die? 1, getting stabbed in the stomach by a scorpion.
Okay.
2, getting stabbed in the head by a scorpion. 3, getting betrayed by your hero.
Ooh.
4, getting it in the back. Getting stabbed by a scorpion.
This is the problem with what happened with that answer is that I had written it in shorthand. The notebook paper. Megan did not interpret my shorthand correctly.
Nope, I just read it.
Getting it in the back. That's how you might die. Some people pay good money for that.
Stabbed in the back by a scorpion. 5, I don't know yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, question number 5. Okay. I hope you're playing along. Question number 5. You're the season's hottest accessory. What are you? Okay. Number 1, a luxurious fur coat.
Faux fur coat.
Faux fur. Yes, faux fur.
Faux fur coat.
Number 2, a snakeskin purse.
Ooh.
Number 3, crocodile leather shoes.
Oh.
Number 4, an angel wing back tattoo. And number 5, a Zippo lighter for a concert.
Oh, exciting.
Yeah.
Lots of fun.
Which one of those are you?
Final question. Question number 6. Everything that you stood for is gone. What now?
Okay.
1. Everything is darkness. 2. Everything is darkness.
Yeah.
3. Everything is darkness. 4. Everything is darkness. 5. IDK, this sucks.
Add up your answers, everybody. Add up your answers, okay?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Because if you had the most number 1s, get ready.
You're Oketra.
You're Oketra. Good job, meow meow.
Yeah.
If you had the most number 2s, you're Rona.
Yay!
Snake friend.
The most of number 3, you're Bantu,
Bantu.
the ambitious alligator, which is also the name of a children's book coming out next year.
Bantu, the ambitious alligator.
Alligator.
If you had the most number 4s, congratulations, you're Kefnet, the mindful.
5, you're Hazaret.
Yay.
Yay.
Megan,
We hope you enjoyed this quiz.
which one are you?
Do you know what? I wasn't doing the quiz.
We lied to them.
I know. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I think if I'm just like running through this.
Yeah. I think I might be Oketra in this one.
I think I'm Hazaret,
Yeah.
but only by a nose.
Well, also because my favorite daily activity is bathing myself in the tongue, so
Yeah.
really that's what put it over the edge.
I get it. Let us know which god you got on Twitter. Tag MTA at MTAcast. Use the hashtag. Get in the back. It's time for Flavor Text Theater. This time, what's the text?
That's right.
We don't know because we don't read Japanese. Although I did learn a few symbols.
Oh, yeah?
Of kanji when I was there.
Very cool.
So I know exit and I know big, and I know university.
Ooh.
So those I learned. Pretty random.
So together you can have a big university.
Yeah, you could. And the word for university is big plus the word for learning. Big learning university. Makes sense.
All right.
Megan's cracking this Japanese pack.
Wow.
Apparently the cards also feel different. And,
Okay,
and they're
what do you think?
reversed too.
Yeah. Okay. First is this token.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Do you know what this is, Megan?
I think this is the one for the hasty Kenra?
Yeah.
The 2-1?
Yeah. That's an Earthshaker Kenra token.
Earthshaker Kenra token. Ooh.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah. All right. We have
Mounted.
Mountain.
You can-
The rare is on the other side. Oh, I didn't know that part.
You can't slow roll yourself in a
Nope.
Japanese
you
pack.
sure can't. So Maria, we know which this one is.
we know this guy. Ahmed Eternal.
Yeah.
These look so
Nice.
cool in Japanese.
It really does.
And this is a card people are playing in standard, so get over to Patreon, become a patron for $1, and then keep being a patron because that would be cool.
Yeah. Ooh, okay. This is Claim to Fame?
Claim to fame.
Claim to Fame.
Yeah.
All right.
Pretty sweet looking.
Nice. This is, the one in a blue Sphinx guy.
Yeah.
The three make a 3/3 when you cast an instant or sorcery.
It's called Riddle Form, but I wished right there in that moment it was called Riddle Master.
Riddle Master.
Riddle Master.
Hello, I'm the Riddle Master.
This card is good, by the way. Blue-red spells is a pretty good deck to draft. I know we said we could do anything, but I think this is very strong. We saw Apollo 3-0 with this deck in his draft on day 2, and everybody was like, this deck, it's not a very good version. They're like, this isn't a great version. I think he had 2 Riddle Forms in the deck. They weren't super hot in it. Anyway, he 3-0'd with it.
Nice.
It's a strong deck.
Unconventional tactics.
Yeah. This card's a house.
Yes. This is the
brick.
2 and a white. And when you cast a zombie, you can return it to your hand for a white.
Yeah.
pretty sweet.
You only want to play it in a zombie deck,
Yeah.
but
I've definitely gotten got by this card.
oh yeah, absolutely. You can't
I mean, like,
stop
you
it.
see it coming.
You see it
but, like,
coming.
you still just get got by it.
You see the scorpion tail poised to strike you down in the face, but there's
Yep.
nothing you can do.
Ooh, this is, Bantu's Desert.
Bantu's Desert
Bantu's
situation.
Desert.
Desert of the Glorified.
Yeah.
Check it out.
I'm a snack. All right.
I'm a crocodile.
Strategic planning.
Yep.
Yeah.
2 bros trying to figure stuff out, but they don't do a great job. Story of my life.
Oh man, I have been reading the story, minus one that I skipped on accident,
yeah.
which I will go back and catch up on. Their plan is bad. their plan is bad. It goes
Shocker.
poorly.
It's Jason Gideon. Not surprised.
It's just bad news.
Yeah.
Next is Creepy Defender.
Yeah, Moni. Better known as Creepy Defender.
Better known as Creepy Defender. You know it. Creepy Defender.
Yeah.
Ooh, Unsummon.
Unsummon.
Oh, this is I like
That
this
looks
Unsummon
cool.
art.
That Unsummon art is fantastic. And the
Yeah.
Japanese for it looks really neat too, I think.
Yeah.
At the top of the card. Unsummon, definitely more valuable in this day and age thanks to Eternalize
Yeah.
than it even was
Oh,
before.
nice 4/4.
Nice 4/4. Bye.
A feral cat.
Feral Prowler. Also
One
known
in
as
green,
Feral
one
Cat.
Feral cat.
Yeah. Draw a card one dice. Pretty good.
2/3. I like cyclers.
This is a famous card. 2/3 I like cyclers.
Yeah.
First time they actually reference the power and toughness in the name of a card.
Yeah. What is it?
Grizzly Survivor.
Grizzly Survivor. There we
Yeah.
go. It's standing on a pile of bodies.
Yep.
It's like a lot of prominent skulls.
Pretty grisly.
How is everybody a skeleton already?
I mean, yeah, that is a good question, and not the first time I've actually heard that question.
What? Yeah, they're all skeletons already.
What did Bolus do when he came? Did he just set the place on fire so people's skin melted off?
No, like it's just been like, regular murder in the streets.
Huh. I don't know. Maybe
So I don't understand why they're all skeletons.
the decomposition rate is quicker.
Maybe
on
all that
Amonkhet.
sand scours.
It's like zombies.
2/1 untapped bird.
2/1 untapped bird. Donald Saban. Welcome
No, I
to the
actually know them,
party.
but I'm not.
I like the nicknames better.
Yeah, right? 2/1 untapped bird.
Untapped bird.
Ooh. Get wrecked trick.
Wow, that's not a personal attack against Trig Jarrett. It is, in
Yeah.
fact, what this card will do to you.
+1/+0 first strike.
Yes. Stabby
Ouch.
stab. Ouch. Get
Yep.
wrecked trick.
Do you know, I have to say, when I was watching a little bit of coverage, I was like watching them draft in Japanese, and I was like, oh my goodness, I thought I would be like so wrecked.
Yeah.
But this is actually, like, it's been pretty clear. There's been nothing so far that I've been like, what is that?
Yeah.
I've known them all so far, which is
Yeah.
pretty sweet.
And it's a quick note. If that ever happens to you, call a judge for Oracle text. They'll tell you what that card says.
Yeah.
It's their job. Okay.
Person who doesn't get what's going on.
No, that person is out
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah. God Pharaoh's faithful?
No.
The only way you could be faithful to that God Pharaoh is by not knowing what's going on.
Really oblivious.
Very oblivious. Anyways.
Ooh.
Lifelink camel.
Solitary camel. And this is a camel
Poor
that
camel.
I was hoping to see 2 on the battlefield at the same time sometime over the past couple weekends.
So you'd just be like,
Be like, nope.
no.
Don't you think it would be great if this camel was legendary?
Legendary, just like one, not even a real name.
No.
Just like a random legendary 3/2 common
Yeah.
camel.
Because it just doesn't make any sense if there's
Oh,
2.
No, there really doesn't.
So
It
I
doesn't.
think-
unless they're emotionally solid.
I encourage wizards to print a legendary creature at common just for flavor reasons, please.
Didn't Kamigawa have just like every creature in that was legendary? I think.
Really?
Yeah, there was just like, maybe not every, but there were like just tons, and it was terrible.
I didn't know that. That's
Yeah.
funny. Weird. Yeah, that would make for quite a tricky game state, especially for me because I'm one who has forgotten the legend rule on
Yeah.
more than one occasion.
Who has tried to cast One Catcher's Monument when they already have one in play?
Me. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Probably you too, if you've
Yeah.
ever played the deck.
Well, I don't know. Bono's pretty good about his legendary dominance.
So are these going in this month's drawing or next month's drawing?
What month is it? Do you
Well,
know what?
we're gonna-
Let's put these in the one for August.
All right. These are going in for August, so let's do a drawing
right.
for July.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, we've reached the end of our show, and that means it's time for a drawing.
That's right. What are we drawing? A caricature of a person.
Ooh, let me see. What's your favorite hobby?
I like to be, you know.
Oh, okay.
I'm a
Does
solitary
this
camel.
look like you?
Yep, that's me.
There she is. Okay, so our winner for the overall drawing, somebody who's been a patron for any amount of time. We've got some sweet cards that we've opened on the show this month. We're going to throw in some extra packs in there for you and other cool stuff. Is David Lerner. David Lerner.
David!
Congratulations and thank you.
You're going to be learnering to play more Magic. You're welcome.
So our winner for our new patron who has joined our family in July is someone from none other than the great city of Minneapolis, Andrew Reagan.
Andrew Reagan. Your prizes will be as popular as America's former president.
I don't know. I don't know how popular he is. Like if you ask people today,
It depends on the person. 100% it depends
I mean,
on
like
who you ask.
overall country.
I
what do you
don't
think
know.
Reagan's? Do people still do this poll? Like,
Can you
What is-
Google what is Reagan's 2017 approval rating?
yeah, that's what I want to know. Anyway, are we sending Andrew a
Reagan's
playmat? We'll send you a playmat
2017 approval rating.
and some other fun stuff like stickers, wristbands. We'll just make a little prize package for you. So if you want to win sweet prizes like Andrew and David here, go to patreon.com/MTAcast. Not only because you have the chance to win this cool stuff, but because you're helping support something that you love, hopefully, or that you at least like, or that you really like. You know what I mean?
I don't know that anyone has done a poll of how popular is
Okay.
Ronald Reagan right now.
Okay, well, as to be expected.
Where were you?
I was just telling people that to go to Patreon and help
Yeah.
us out because it'll make you feel good to know that you're supporting people and content creators that you believe in that bring you content every week with like clockwork. Just because we all love doing it and we hope you love putting it in the holes in your head. Okay. Mm-hmm. What hole is up to you? Not gonna decide for you. So. Thank you. And of course, thanking our sponsor one more time, cardkingdom.com/MTAcast.
Go
Head over
there, get cards.
Get cards. Megan just did it today. I did it
did.
last week. The service is incredible.
Double.
And you can ask for a sticker in your order. Yeah. So if you're playing Minneapolis, Denver, FNM, whatever you're doing, get your cards. Cardkingdom.com/MTAcast is the place to go and the people to go to.
YouTube.com/MTAcast. Watch stuff there.
Watch our stuff.
Come back next week. We'll be more coherent. I'll be more well rested.
Well,
is that a truth or a lie? Who
We don't know.
knows?
We don't know yet.
I don't know yet.
Anyway, check out GP Minneapolis this weekend in person, online, twitch.tv/magic. And come give us a good luck high five if you're there.
Cool.